When I first started learning tarot, I kept hearing the word intuition. Trust your intuition, listen to your intuition, connect to your intuition. And I thought, okay, I get it. I just go with my gut instinct, right? How hard could that be? Before I knew it, seeking out my intuition became the bigger, more important task. I realized that the divination tools were simply to help me get there. Tarot, oracle and Lenormand cards, rune stones, charms and tea leaf reading, even seeking guidance from a pendulum. These are all just helpful tools to help you connect with your intuition. But they are just methods, just tools. They are not intuition itself. They helped me immeasurably and they still do every single day. But to really use them to their full potential, I had to understand what intuition meant first. In today's video and on this YouTube channel, my hope is to help you to reconnect to your intuition. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're just meeting me for the first time, hi, my name's Ebony and I am so grateful that you are here. In today's video, I'd like to talk about what reconnecting to your intuition really means, and introduce myself a little too. Who am I and what is this channel all about? I hope that you find today's video helpful, and if you do enjoy it, please do consider subscribing. First things first, what does reconnecting to your intuition mean? If you're interested in tarot or any divination method, you've likely come across the idea of reading intuitively. And it's likely that throughout your life you have heard the phrase, listen to your intuition, connect to your intuition, trust your intuition, but what does that mean exactly? How is it possible to be in tune with your intuition? What started out as an interest in learning about tarot quickly shifted into learning about myself on a deeper level than ever before. I started seeking out any divination methods that I could, such as tarot, oracle and Lenormand cards, runestones, charms, tea leaf reading and using pendulums. I continue to use these tools along with journaling, reading and watching all that I can, learning all that I can every single day, to keep searching inward for answers that my intuition already knows. As I said earlier, these things are just methods, just tools. They are not intuition itself. To really use them to their full potential, I had to understand what intuition meant first. So I delved a little deeper. I asked questions, I opened my mind completely, I expanded my beliefs and considered all the possibilities. I kept using divination and I listened, really listened to myself more than I ever had before in my life. And as I was writing one day, it clicked. It's so complicated and yet so simple at the same time. I was scribbling away and the words reconnect to your intuition tumbled out. Reconnect to your intuition. It was like a light bulb moment. My intuition wasn't this mysterious, inexplicable thing. It exists within me, just as it always has. To reconnect with your intuition is to know yourself. I choose the word reconnect because we already have that knowledge within us. Our intuition is always there. It's just a matter of reconnecting, rediscovering and remembering what it feels like to listen and trust it. Sometimes your intuition is standing up and waving its hands in the air and shouting at you, but other times it's a quiet whisper. It can be butterflies in your tummy or a word caught in your throat. It can be blatantly obvious or it can be a soft nudge. But even if you sometimes doubt it, never fear it. Intuition is a deeper awareness that only wants what is best for you. It doesn't want you to be afraid, it wants to guide you away from danger. How do you know if you're connected to your intuition? We all have a million thoughts running through our minds all day, every day. How do you hear your intuition through all that interference? The following sentence changed everything for me. Intuition lives in the body, not the mind. Intuition lives in the body, not the mind. So when seeking guidance from your intuition, you need to listen to your body, not your mind. The best way to do this is to be still. Pay attention to your breath, inhale and exhale. Be aware of your heart beating. Sit or stand a little taller, close your eyes and tune in. Is your heart heavy? Is your tummy doing backflips? Is there a word or sentence repeating itself in your head. Only you can really understand what your intuition is telling you. A feeling of fear may present itself, but don't turn away, question it. If you're in actual danger, then of course your intuition will be screaming, get the hell out of there. But if it's a fear of change, a fear of embracing your dream and getting that idea off the ground, it's more likely that your intuition is not telling you to be afraid. Your intuition is most likely saying, this is a little nerve-wracking and who knows what will happen, but you need to do it anyway. Starting this YouTube channel, I felt so nervous, and I still do with each video that I share. But if I didn't feel nervous and excited about it, would I still be doing it? If there wasn't some deeper knowing that I need to be doing this, despite the nerves, despite the fear of failing or not being good enough, would I be here right now making this video? It was my intuition that guided me here. Before I even really knew what intuition was. I'm still learning to reconnect. I'm still learning to listen to my body. It's an ongoing process, and like learning about divination such as tarot, I'm sure I'll forever be learning. But with each step closer to understanding my intuition, I also understand myself more too. In every way, I get a little more confidence, a little more spring in my step. Last year, I really thought I was not enough as I am. Now I know I have always been enough. And now I know what this channel is all about. It's about reconnecting. Reconnecting to our intuitions, to ourselves, and to each other. Divination has been an open door leading to my intuition. I hope my videos help you to experience that too. It all started with tarot, but I've become fascinated with all forms of divination, crystals, and spirituality in general. I'm obsessed with all the different card systems, runestones and pendulums, charm casting, manifesting, astrology, and so much more. I'm determined to learn about all the history, folklore, myths, legends, and misconceptions. I feel like I'm on a mission to try and learn about them all for myself, for the guidance they bring and the self-reflection and growth that comes with learning from them. Many of these practices are ancient and timeless, but many of us have forgotten them, just as we've forgotten our intuitive inner selves. I believe that many of us in our modern busy lives could really benefit from these methods and rituals because they remind us to pause, reflect, and reconnect. They help us to figure out what we really want and to manifest our goals. So as I learn, I want to teach. I want to pass the knowledge along. And as I teach, I'm sure I will learn so much more in the process too. In creating YouTube videos, I hope to reach like-minded people with the same fascination with divination and spirituality as me. If you're just meeting me for the first time, I thought I'd give you a quick background spiel today as well, just in case you're curious. For many years, I've been curious about spirituality. At least 6 or 7 years ago, I brought my first tarot deck, but it was kind of cast aside when I started studying music. I'd completed a Bachelor of Arts in Creative Writing the previous year, but after a while working in a bookshop, I decided to return to Melbourne to learn all I could about writing music. My first love was and always will be writing. Creative writing, storytelling, songs and poetry. Writing music, singing and performing all began with words. Poetry turned into lyrics. And now I share a blog post with every video that I make. I will also always love photography and making videos. While traveling for most of last year, I lugged around my hefty DSLR camera, taking so many photos that I still haven't shared all of. It was around a year ago now that I flew home from Guatemala after about 9 months traveling. Recently single and with no job. I dived right into starting a photography business in my hometown. It was a long, slow process and I feel like things were just getting started when COVID reached Australia. Even now, months later, restrictions are still in place, which kind of limits what I can do with the photography business. In the meantime though, I fell headfirst down the spiritual rabbit hole and started creating YouTube videos. With all this time at home, I started reflecting and I started to figure out what I actually want. As you may have witnessed here on this YouTube channel, I've become obsessed with all things spirituality and divination. Tarot, oracle, and Lenormand cards, runestones, tea leaf reading, pendulums, charm casting, all of these things along with journaling, reading awesome books, and watching awesome YouTube videos has helped me to understand myself better than I ever have before and taught me what it really means means when we say listen to your intuition. I realized that it had been a long time since I'd actually stopped and asked myself, what do I really want? Like many people, I'm a little bit of a people pleaser. My nature is also pretty go with the flow, which is not a bad way to be, except when you need to stop letting yourself get swept away. Too often in the past, I've become so caught up with the flow of life and by the influence of others that I don't stop and think, is this the way I actually want to go? For years I yearned to travel, and I worked full-time for 2 years, saving as much as I could to make it happen. I'm so incredibly grateful that I had the chance to travel for 9 months. While we traveled, I started to slowly learn about myself. I just didn't stop long enough to really reflect on it. I did realize that more than anything, I want to spend my days creating. As much as the adventurous things we did were amazing, I didn't just want to experience them, I wanted to write about them, to capture them on camera and to share them. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was really searching for meaning. I felt this restless, impatient feeling in the pit of my stomach, telling me that I had to be more, to do more. I wasn't enough as I was, physically or spiritually. As cheesy as it sounds, I had to learn to love myself. And I had to learn to listen and trust my instincts. I was just going with the flow, trying to live in the moment, trying to please others or live up to others' expectations. Instead of asking that question that we all really need to ask, what makes me happy? You don't need all the divination tools, but you do need insight. By actively seeking answers, trying things out and experimenting with ideas, I've found so much clarity about myself and about what I want to do. As Marie Forleo writes, action is the faster and most direct route to clarity. I'm embracing my spiritual side now, completely. I'm listening to my intuition like never before. Going through such a major shift in perspective and deep diving inwards has taught me so much, and I want to share what I continue to learn in the hope that it might help others. Whatever spiritual beliefs you have, I hope that this YouTube channel and my blog helps guide you, even if it's simply just sharing my experiences, with the chance that someone will resonate with it and feel a little less alone. As I reconnect with my intuition, I hope I can inspire you to do the same. Trust me, it's life-changing. But I'll be over the moon if even just your day is changed for the better. I hope you'll join me jumping down the rabbit hole, and I hope you'll consider subscribing and comment down below what you most want to see on this channel. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below and find me over on Instagram at Ebony Highland. As always, there is a blog post linked in the description where there's even more information, and I hope to see you over there too. I don't know where this is going to lead, but deep down in my intuition, I know that this is the way I need to go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you in next week's video. Bye!